Welcome to another episode of Grow Slow But Grow. We're again here to talk about slow yet steady progress in life. In this show, we discuss how to make your life a bit more meaningful. We also let you know how to stay productive without taking excessive pressure and stress on you. So today, we are talking about how you can achieve more in less time. Doesn't it sound good when I say you don't need to work more to attract more growth? Of course it will be an yes. So let's get started. Before I disclose the secret, let us be honest. It is true that our attention is constantly under attack in this social media era. One notification after another is popping up on our screens. We get emails almost all day long. We have so much to do in a day that sometimes it feels like 24 hours a day is not enough anymore. It's normal that we get overwhelmed over our tasks. As a result, we juggle everything, but we get nothing truly done. Or even if we do many things in a day, we never feel satisfied. We always feel like there are more things left unfinished yet. Now, I am really excited about delivering you the true message. I really want you to get the true taste of real productivity. The secret of real productivity is not doing more. Rather, it is doing less with complete focus. Don't you believe in my words? I think you should. Because in this episode, I will share the Japanese way of doing more by doing less. The Japanese are admired all over the world because of their incredible productivity. They achieved mastery over the art of focused work and a stress-free life. So let us learn how Japanese culture can help us in this case. There is a Japanese word called Ichigo-Zammai, if I am not mispronouncing it. It means to pay full concentration on only one thing at a time. If you visit Japan someday, you will see that there are small tea shops. In those shops, you may visit a tea master who is preparing a cup of tea. When he makes a cup of tea, he pays his full attention to it. Every movement of his hands and body is deliberate. There is no rush, no distraction. His mindful presence during making the tea will offer you a perfect cup of tea each time. So how can we apply Ichigo-Zammai in our daily busy life? Here is step number 1. Defeat your distractions before your distractions defeat your focus. It is sad yet true that most of the distractions in our life don't come from outside. It is our mind which welcomes all the distractions, and we don't even get it. Our minds crave dopamine from notifications and mindless Facebook or Insta scrolling. So if we want to block the welcome door of our mind for the distraction, we have to play smarter. For this, I can offer you some useful tricks that definitely worked for me for a long time. I am hopeful you will find them useful too. At least one of them must work for your distraction management. So here is the trick. Try to create a focus bubble. I always love to declutter my desk before I start reading or writing or even recording. I love to make my workspace a dedicated zone for deep work. It also helps my brain to get the signal that it is now the time to focus. I simply put my phone in another room. Sometimes I turn on the do not disturb mode. But I will suggest you to keep your mobile phone as far as possible from your workspace or study place. because I deeply believe in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. The less you see the distractions, the less is the probability that you will engage with them. Now let's talk about the step number 2. Utilize the power of 90 by 20 rule. In the past, I used to try to concentrate on my studies or work for hours after hours. I used to get highly motivated to become productive like a beast. But most of the time, I would end up doing the task after only 50 minutes. Sounds similar, right? Alright, I failed to retain focus many times and finally I found why it was happening to me. This was simply because our brain isn't designed for endless focus. It obviously has some limitations. For this reason, I started to use the 90 by 20 rule. Don't worry, the rule is actually pretty straightforward. So here is the rule. Work with deep focus for 90 minutes straight with no distractions. I say literally no distractions. Be it going to the washroom, be it a call from any of your family members, be it your temptation for scrolling Facebook for a minute, whatever it is, you have to say no to all distractions during that deeply focused 90 minutes. Once you are done with 90 minutes of deep work, take a 20 minutes of recovery break. During this break time, you can stretch, walk, have some tea, water the plants, or whatever makes you feel relaxed. But remember, you cannot have screen time during this break, so don't pick your mobile phone. This cycle of intense focus and a quality rest immediately after that protects you and your brain from burnout. As a result, you feel more confident and energetic, which ultimately helps you finish a large chunk of work in a less time. This cycle of intense focus and a quality rest immediately after that protects your brain from burnout. As a result, you feel more confident and energetic, which ultimately helps you finish a large chunk of work in less time. Now you tell me, what is the one thing you are planning to focus on today? I'd love to know that, so quickly just leave a comment in the comment box. However, please remember, only choosing the most important thing at a time and then doing it with full focus will boost your productivity. Well, that was all for today. Give yourself the proper rest that your body and mind deserve. Always remember that growing slow is better than standing at zero. Once again, thanks for tuning in to Grow Slow but Grow. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for further episodes on slow living and personal growth. So stay tuned. See you soon.